A Pinellas senior was forced to evacuate from his assisted living facility for Hurricane Helene, but 5 weeks later, he still has not been allowed back to his home.
And his frustrated family is turning to Aid on Your Side for answers. Our investigative reporter Brittany Muller is working the story for us tonight.
Keith, Stacy, good evening to you both. James Donarski's family tells me he left the Barclay at Pasadena with just 2 days worth of his clothes and a week's worth of his medication. And now he needs to get back into this facility. Turns out James isn't the only one.
I am homeless. And that's a hell of a feeling.
James Donarski relies on medication for his congenital heart failure to keep him healthy at 92 years old.
Unbelievable that they won't let me get in that building.
Residents at the Barclay at Pasadena were told to evacuate on September 26th before Hurricane Helene. Some were bused to a sister property in Sarasota, forced to sleep on these cots. Others, including Donarski, went to stay with family.
He is not that independent, outgoing fella. He looks at me and he goes, "Help." I go, "I'm trying, Dad."
Kathy O'Brien says her dad's zest for life is gone, as 5 weeks have passed without being allowed to return home.
He's lost 10 pounds in 1 month.
O'Brien says staff at the Barclay only retrieved 2 small bags of her dad's items.
Who's watching what's going on over there? I mean, the valuables are photos, but there's also other things that no one needs to be going in and out of my father's room unless you're a nurse or management.
Cameras inside other residents' rooms have caught strangers going in and out at all hours of the day. Aid on Your Side has learned those cameras' signals have gone dead.
Do you think someone needs to be held accountable?
I do.
Adding to the confusion for families and residents, a new property management company, QSLM, took over October 15th. They've told residents they won't move back in before 2025 because of this damage from both Helene and Milton. In a statement to Aid on Your Side, Leland Rice, QSLM Chief Growth Officer, wrote, "The severe damage sustained by the Barclay at Pasadena has unfortunately rendered it unsafe for occupancy or public access at this time, and we are prohibited from allowing access to the building. This damage has led to a high fire risk due to damaged electrical and mechanical systems and non-functional sprinklers, made all elevators either inoperable or unsafe, and significantly flooded the floors with unsanitary sewage, ocean water, and groundwater."
Do you think that this is going to take a toll and push people?
Absolutely. I've seen it.
And as the weeks pass with uncertainty about a date to move back in, Kathy and her father feel they have very few options.
But we're forced to find him a new home.
I feel left out, insulted.
Residents at the Barclay tell me they have other worries too. For example, with no plan to get mail to them, they say their mail-in ballots have been marked return to sender. I've asked QSLM about their plan to make things right, and they said they've been in touch with the Pinellas County Supervisor of Elections to help them either get an expedited replacement ballot or to register to vote in Sarasota. They posted a full statement, which we posted on our website, WFLA.com.
And Mr. Donarski, he's just one of many who are in this situation. You think they could come up with a day where, like you and you go in. Other people are going through here. What are state and local leaders saying about this?
Well, I've been in touch with South Pasadena Mayor Arthur Penny, who says the corporations that owns this community needs to step up. I've also been in touch with Senator Nick DeSigley's office, who said they've been trying to get a hold of ACA and the Department of Elder Affairs. I've also reached out to the Department of Children and Families. They are interviewing these displaced residents, and we here at News Channel 8 will stay on this story until these residents get some answers.
All right. Thank you, Brittany.
Difficult situation for sure.
Is.
Thank you, Brittany. If you have something you'd like Brittany to investigate, you can call the Aid on Your Side helpline. The number is 1-800-338-0808.